So here we are in the next section, defining management. So what we will do here, we will understand about different management types, different management styles, etc. So what we will do, we will cover this topic again in 4 different steps. First thing is, why is project management important? So in this step, we are going to learn the importance of the project management. Second part, we will understand what projects, programs, and portfolios mean. So here in this part, we will be understanding the differences between the projects, programs, and the portfolio. And then we will move on to understand what is operations management. So it's quite different from handling the projects or programs or portfolios. We will learn in that session about this. And finally, what do we mean by operations and project management? So in this section, as you can see, we will cover about all the different types of management that exists. I have not covered other terms that are not important for the PMP exam, like for example, the benefits management. So it actually talks about what benefits that we are going to get. It will be decided, even before the project starts, at the very beginning, right? At the strategy stage, where the stakeholders at the lower level are not involved. This is usually done in the boardroom at the business level, right? So this management also does exist, and that is not important for the PMP exam for now. So just be aware that it exists. You'll not get any questions on this. So, okay, the first topic, the importance of project management. As you can see right here, I intended to create a broad overview where we will understand the differences between what happens to a project that has project management and what happens to the project that doesn't have a project management way of working. So I have considered an organization, an example organization. It could be anything. So let's see how it goes. So with project management, without project management, firstly, it meets the objectives, and secondly, it misses the deadlines. So what happens here is that the project management ensures that all the project objectives are met. So if the project does not have project management, there is a high risk that so many deadlines are going to be missed because there is no proper review mechanism, something like this. Moving on, the project management makes the results and the outcome of the project quite predictable. So that is the reason we will have a lot of predictability when the project is handled with project management principles. And when it is handled without the project management principles, it will have uncontrolled project expansion. Moving on, so here you can see that without the project management, the costs are always overshot. So we will not be able to use the resources to their optimum level. When I say resources, it could be man, machine, method, money, everything. Everything is overused, or there are so many leakages for the costs. So as a result of that, there'll be so many cost overruns if you don't have project management in your organization. Moving on, the project management is going to ensure that there are no backlogs left at the end of the project. So we will learn that at the closing stage of a project, the closing cannot be done if there are backlog tasks. So what are backlogs? Backlog can be any task that is pending to do. So backlogs, I think we have learned in the previous class that backlogs are something important, but they are not urgent, but they are to be finished before the project ends, right? So if there is no project management that is reviewing whether there are backlogs or not, the backlogs are going to be left at the end of the project, right? So there are so many deliverables which are not met. So it could be serious. So when we have project management, what happens is we resolve all the problems within the time. Effective change management, right? So any change that is going to pop up during the process are very well managed with the project management. So if we don't have project management, we all know what is going to happen. Moving on, identifying the terminal projects. Yeah, this is a very important point, that if in case the project is not performing well, so or let's say the project is not giving out the values as per our expectations, so such projects are terminated, because it is better to terminate such projects at the beginning of the project. So instead of wasting a lot of time, lots of energy, so many resources, and then closing the project. It is better that we identify that the project is not going to succeed at the end of the project. We will understand it better with the help of the project management, right? So without project management, there is no such vision, or such scope cannot be identified at the beginning of the project. So we will be running in losses if we don't have project management in place. Also, a very important value, that the brand value of the company might not be as good if you don't have the project management, because with the so many quality issues coming up after the project, with so many issues not managed well within time, the reputation of the project or the organization, not just the project, but the organization also goes down if the project is not handled in a effective way. So brand recognition is one of the benefits that we get when we apply the project management to the project. Finally, the customer and the stakeholders. I think this goes without saying that all the stakeholders and the customers are very satisfied if we do the process in a systematic way, and that systematic way is easily achieved with the help of the project management.